In today's news, Lex Luthor wants to control Godzilla. The new Mastermind plan is revealed. I'm your host, and this is the news. We have breaking news coming out of Metropolis. Lex Luthor has been found not guilty in the death of his arch-nemesis, Superman. After a 2-day trial, the jury came back with a not guilty verdict for the charges of murder and conspiracy. With all eyes on him, Luthor took a moment to address the crowd that had gathered outside the courthouse. "I am innocent," he stated clearly. "I have never wished to harm Superman nor anyone else on this planet." He then disappeared into his limo and was driven away before reporters could ask any questions. However, we at the Daily Planet are able to exclusively reveal what Lex Luthor has been up to since his release from jail, and it will shock you. In an exclusive interview with Lex Luthor, we were able to get the answers we've been looking for. The world wants to know what happened to Superman and why the world's greatest hero just vanished. "Superman and I go way back, longer than most people think," Luthor began. "We first met at Smallville High, where my father, Lionel Luthor, had me watch over Clark Kent. It was there I realized how special Clark was and how much potential he possessed. As we both grew older, we became friends, almost brothers. I even allowed Clark to stay at the Luthor mansion when his apartment was destroyed during a fight with some bad guys. It was around this time that I learned Clark's secret identity as Superman. The news of Lex and Superman's friendship shocked the world. Most people didn't know they were ever close at all. Apparently, after becoming friends, the two of them would hang out at Lex's mansion, drink alcohol, play video games, and talk about their dreams for the future. But eventually, things got complicated when Superman decided to leave Metropolis and return to It was at this point that I realized our friendship would never be what it once was. It hurt, but I understood. So, instead of confronting him, I did what I do best: business. With Superman out of the picture, I was able to accomplish more than I ever had before. I built new skyscrapers, created new technology, made billions of dollars. I was finally free to do whatever I wanted without Superman stopping me, and the people of Metropolis loved it. They saw me as their savior, which only made Superman's return more painful. When Superman returned to Metropolis, he and Lex quickly became rivals. Lex hated how Superman always stopped him from doing anything. That was until Lex got his revenge. After years of scheming, Lex finally managed to kill Superman. In a battle, Superman sacrificed himself to save the city. Lex was then framed for the conspiracy that led to Superman's demise and was sentenced to life in prison. But Lex swears he is innocent. "I did not kill Superman. I have never killed anyone. Sure, I've done some bad things in the past, but I've also done a lot of good. I helped humanity in many ways, even if no one remembers." But Superman didn't want to see the good. He only focused on the negative. He never gave me a chance to explain myself. He was quick to judge and slow to listen. Now that Superman is gone, Lex Luthor is back in Metropolis trying to make amends with the public, but he has bigger plans. Plans that could change the world forever. I love this city. I love its people. I want to help them, not hurt them. That's why I'm making this announcement today. I'm going to run for mayor of Metropolis. The world reacts with horror. Could Lex Luthor really become the mayor of Metropolis? What would Superman think? Would Clark Kent try to stop Lex from taking power? But these aren't the only questions we have. Where is Superman now? Is he really dead? These are questions that have plagued humanity since Superman's disappearance. And it seems like we may finally have an answer. In a shocking turn of events, Lex Luthor has revealed that Superman is actually alive and well, living on a faraway planet. Superman is not dead. He is on a different world, a world where he can finally be happy, a world where he doesn't have to worry about me or anyone else bothering him. As the world reels from the revelation, Lex continues on. "I know what you're thinking. Why is he telling us this? Why now?" Well, I'm telling you this because I need your help. Superman needs our help. According to Lex, Superman is not aware that the world thinks he is dead. Lex believes that it is important for Superman to know the truth, so that he can decide for himself what to do next. If he wants to come home, he will need our support. If he doesn't, then we must respect his decision. So why is Lex helping Superman now? After all, he only wanted to hurt Superman in the past. Because I miss him. I miss my friend. I miss the rival who pushed me to become a better person. I don't want to be the only one left standing in a world without hope. We need Superman, not because he is a powerful alien, but because he is a symbol of hope, a symbol of truth, a symbol of justice. We need Superman because he makes us believe in something greater than ourselves." The world is stunned by Lex's words. They had never heard him speak so passionately about anything, and they certainly never expected him to talk about Superman with such warmth. But Lex is not finished yet. He has one last thing to say. So I ask you today, not as Lex Luthor the businessman, not as Lex Luthor the politician, but as Lex Luthor, Superman's friend, help me bring Superman home. And with that, Lex Luthor ends his speech. The crowd is silent for a moment, digesting everything he has said. Then they begin to cheer. Bring Superman home. Bring Superman home. And that is when we knew that Lex Luthor was up to something big. He had been planning this for a long time. He knew exactly what he was doing. At first, we thought that Lex Luthor was trying to take over Metropolis, but that wasn't true. Lex just wanted to be closer to Superman. He wanted to be near his friend. But Superman wasn't in Metropolis. He was on a different world, a world full of magic, a world ruled by an ancient evil. It all started when Superman went to investigate a strange new planet that had appeared in the solar system. The planet was unlike anything Superman had seen before. It was full of magic and wonder, and Superman couldn't help but feel drawn to it. He soon discovered that the planet was under the control of an ancient evil, an evil that had been waiting for Superman to come, so that it could use his powers for its own nefarious purposes. And it almost worked. Superman was captured by the evil and used to conquer other planets, but at the last moment, he broke free. He managed to defeat the evil and save the planet, but not before it cursed him. The curse was powerful and it forced Superman to leave Earth immediately. Otherwise, the curse would grow stronger and eventually consume him. That's why Superman left Earth. He didn't want to hurt anyone. He didn't want to risk the curse getting worse. He flew away, away from Earth, away from Metropolis, away from everything, and he ended up on a faraway planet. A planet full of magic, a planet ruled by an ancient evil. The planet was called Apocalypse, and Superman soon found himself in the middle of a war between the forces of good and the forces of evil. The good was led by a warrior named Granny Goodness, and the evil was led by Darkseid. Darkseid was the embodiment of evil. He was the source of the curse that plagued Superman, and he wanted to use Superman's powers to conquer the universe. But Superman refused to help Darkseid. Instead, he joined Granny Goodness and the forces of good. Together, they fought against Darkseid and his minions. For years, the battle raged. But in the end, good triumphed over evil. Darkseid was defeated, and the curse on Superman was broken. Finally, Superman was free. He could go home now. He could return to Earth and to Metropolis. But when he arrived, he found that things had changed. Metropolis was in ruins. The people were afraid, and Superman soon found out why. Lex Luthor was behind it all. He had taken over Metropolis, and he was using the city as a base to launch his attack on Earth. Superman was shocked. He never thought that Lex would betray him. He never thought that Lex would turn evil. But here was the proof right in front of him. Metropolis in ruins, the people afraid, and Lex Luthor standing tall as the leader of the city. And that's when Superman knew what he had to do. He had to stop Lex. He had to save Metropolis. And so, the battle began. It was a battle between friends. It was a battle between good and evil. And in the end, good triumphed over evil. Lex Luthor was defeated, and Metropolis was saved. And that is how Metropolis got its hero. And that is how Superman became the hero we know and love. We'd like to thank Lex Luthor for his cooperation in this interview. Without his help, we would not have been able to learn the truth about Superman's disappearance. We also want to send our deepest condolences to the family and friends of Superman. We know that nothing can truly replace their loss, but we hope that they can find peace knowing that Superman died a hero. This has been The Daily Planet. And remember, tomorrow is another day. Hi everyone, thanks for watching the video. Please share this with others and let us know what you think in the comments below. Your support helps us continue to make great content, so please subscribe and turn notifications on. We'll see you next time.